people in this country either have a truck or at times wish they had a truck, because a truck is a great tool that comes in darn handy. And if you're in the market for a truck, there are definitely 10 best trucks that you can pick up under $20,000 used. Now, obviously, there's a lot of trucks out there and there's a lot of variety of trucks, but we believe there's definitely 10 best. Now, in order to make this list, these have to be newer trucks. They definitely have to have proven the test of time, very reliable trucks, and we also wanted to give a large variety of different trucks depending on whether you had big jobs to do or small jobs to do with that truck. So with that being said, here's the 10 best used trucks under $20,000. Number 1, the Ford F-150. Now there's been 14 generations of the Ford F series of trucks, and it is not only the most sold truck in the world, but the Ford F series of trucks is in the top 10 most automobiles ever sold in the world. Now, because there's been 14 generations of the Ford F-150, what we're going to recommend is the 12th generation. Primarily because you're going to get almost all of the 12th generation under $20,000. And some of the older 13th generation. Now the 12th generation went from 2009 to 2014, so these are going to be your newest ones. You have a large variety to choose from. Now if you get into the 13th generation, you're looking at a 2015 or 2016. However, you're going to be probably finding the high mileage ones. If you stay in the 12th generation, you're not going to go wrong, because it was that 12th generation the Ford F-150 became a whole new platform of truck that followed into the 13th generation. As a much more full-size truck, added new crew cabs, which were becoming more and more common at that time. Even offering platinum editions. Came typically with 3.7 liter V6 and a few V8 options. Now the 12th generation is not any worse than the 13th generation. It's, if not better, because it was that whole new platform of truck during that time. Number 2, the Toyota Tundra. Toyota Tundra was produced between 2000 and present, and there were 3 generations of the Tundra. The third's just started in 2021. But it's that second generation created between 2006 and 2020 that you can find under $20,000. Now obviously it's going to be hard to find that the closer you get to 2020 under $20,000, but you can definitely get up in the 15s and the 2016s under $20,000 easy. Came with regular cab, double cabs, crew cabs, and a variety of versions of the Tundra. Came with 4.0 liter V6s, 5.6 liter V8s, even 5.7 liter V8s. And that second generation of Tundra was assembled in the United States. It's a very popular full-size truck, and that second generation is just as good as the modern ones. Number 3, the Honda Ridgeline. Created between 2006 and 2014, then they stopped and then picked it up again in 2017 to present, which gives you really 2 generations of the Honda Ridgeline. Now you might find something in the 2017 on up under $20,000, but they're going to be high mileage, kind of the worst of the second generation. But if you stick with that first generation between 2006 and 2014, you can find Honda Ridgelines all day long under $20,000. Several under $10,000. But if you're in that $20,000 range, you're going to get the best of the best with the lowest mile Ridgelines. Now this is a great truck by Honda, and they sold a ton of these, so there's a ton of them out there. It's an outstanding truck under $20,000. Number 4, the GMC Canyon. Now the GMC Canyon was a compact truck between 2003 and 2011. Then it became a mid-size truck from 2011 to present. Now the one I'm talking about is really the second generation, the 2011 to present. Came in 2-door, 4-door extended cabs, or 4-door crew cabs. Now that second generation continued until 2019. You could pick them up all day long under $20,000. Came with a 2.4 liter, 2.5 liter inline 4, 3.6 liter V6, even came with a 2.5 liter Duramax inline 4 turbo or a 2.8 liter Duramax inline 4 turbo. Based on how new of a GMC Canyon with low miles you can get, under 20,000, this is going to be your newest of all of these, really, except for one other. So if you're going for newer, lower miles, this is going to be a great option. Number 5, the Chevy Silverado 1500 or 2500 HD. Now the Chevy Silverado is produced between 1998 and present, but it was originally a trim package for the Chevy C10 and K10 series of trucks, and it just became a namesake in 1998, but it's really akin to the beloved Chevy C10 pickup trucks. But for the sake of this video, we'll say it's been produced between 1998 to present. There's been 4 generations of the Chevy Silverado. The third and fourth are really going to be over $20,000, but the second generation between 2007 and 2013, whether you want a 1500 or the 2500 HD, you're going to find them all day long under $20,000. Now you might get into that third generation. You might find a 2014 or maybe even a 2015, but kind of like that. The newer you get of these, and you're going to keep them under 20, you're going to have high miles, most likely. So I would stick with that second generation. It's a fantastic generation of Silverados also. The 1500s came with a 4.3 liter, 4.8 liter V6, 5.3 liter, 6.0 liter, and 6.2 liter V8. The 2500 HDs came with a 6.0 liter, a 6.6 liter V8. But if you're a fan of Chevy trucks, this is a fantastic option. It's definitely one of the best under 20,000. Number 6, the Dodge Ram 1500. Produced between 1980 and present. There's been 5 generations of the Dodge Ram. But it is the 4th generation between 2009 and 2018 that the Dodge Ram got a major facelift. New 4-door style, much more luxurious interior, new suspension, and new Hemi engine options. This came with a 3.7 liter V6, 6.4 liter V8, or a 6.7 liter Cummins turbo diesel inline 6. And you could buy all over that 4th generation Dodge Rams under 20,000. This is a fantastic option, a beautiful truck. If you're a fan of the Dodge Ram, you have a variety of options under 20,000 in that 4th generation. Number 7, the Toyota Tacoma. Produced between 1995 and present, but really there's been a long line of this Toyota truck under different names. And for the longest time, it was the only truck produced by Toyota. It was just kind of a compact mid-sized truck till the Tundra in 2000. This is an extremely popular truck in the US and around the world. And I think any generation of these Toyota trucks would be great. I would personally like a 1980s Toyota truck. But the Toyota Tacoma, by namesake, there have been 3 generations of the Tacoma, and the 3rd started in 2015. You might find some of the earlier model 2015s with high miles under $20,000, but it is the 2nd generation. Between 2014 and down, anything below 2014 would be great. You find them all day long under $20,000 and get the best of the best if you hit that 2014 on down 2nd generation. And these Toyota Tacomas hold value better than any other truck out there other than maybe classic trucks. Number 8, the Chevy Colorado. Like the GMC Canyon, follows the same lines for GM. The Chevy Colorado between 2003 and 2011 was a compact truck, but it is that 2011 to present that you could pick up all day long under 20,000, even get it as high as a 2019. And like the GMC Canyon, the Chevy Colorado came with the same engine options, and is really going to be the newest trucks you can find. Those two, the GMC Canyon and the Chevy Colorado. If you're looking for like 2019 range, those are going to be your best options for sure. Number 9, the Ford F-250 Super Duty truck. Now, the Super Duty series of trucks by Ford is a heavy-duty truck. The Super Duty series began in 1999 and continued to present. There's been 5 generations of these Super Duties. But is that third generation produced between 2011 and 2016 that is going to be your best bet? You're looking for a heavy-duty work truck. This is going to be by far your best option. That third generation between 2011 and 2016 is the one I'm going to recommend. Get engine options from a 6.2 liter V8, 6.8 liter Triton V10, 6.7 liter Power Stroke V8 turbo diesel. This can be by far your best line of trucks for Super Duty work. If you're looking for a heavy duty truck, I'm going to recommend the third generation of Ford F-250 Super Duty trucks produced between 2011 and 2016 are by far going to be your best bet. And finally, number 10, the GMC Sierra 1500. Very similar to that Chevy Silverado and following that exact same platform. The GMC was really kind of the same idea that had that C10, K10 line. But when the Chevy became the Silverado, the GMC became the Sierra years before that even. There's been 4 generations of the Sierra that follow the Silverado, just like it. This is an awesome option. Again, just like that Chevy series of trucks, these are some of the most popular trucks in the world. Get them with 4.3 liter or 4.8 liter V6, 5.3 liter, 6.0 liter, 6.2 liter V8s. But you're going to have to get it in that second generation between 2007 and 2013 to really get the best of the best. You know, you might get some 2014s or 2015s under 20,000, but you know, they're going to be the high mile versions. If you go to that second generation between 2007 and 2013, you're going to pick those up all day long with really almost any option you could possibly think of and stay under $20,000. So there you go. There's what we believe to be the top 10 best used trucks under $20,000. I'm sure there's a few we didn't mention. Put them in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that bell and subscribe button. Thank you for watching this episode, Car Classics.